also goes in particular, it was given the key. A star fell from heaven. It was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there came out a great furnace. That is a symbolism of atomic war, atom, the explosion of the atom. You have also then the story about the all the locusts come out with men's faces as engines for war. What would be the description of an airplane way back in 2,000 years or 3,000 years ago? That would be the symbolism. So then at the end, and there was, let me get this more exact, because this is important, some of this, excuse me, in the Apocalypse in here. Excuse me, pale house, yeah, overcome. All right. You open, and you opened the bottomless pit, and the smoke arose as a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened with the smoke of the pit. And it was given to them, it was told, do not hurt anything green. Does that ring a bell? I think it does. For those who save the moth but destroy the child. It's all part of basically in that line. And locusts were like the horses prepared for battle. And they had the scorpions, and there were stings in their tails. Scorpions' tails are basically, they would be sexual hurting. And they will hurt men, and they have over them the king, the angel, the bottomless pit, whose name is total destruction. All those who follow him, all those who follow evil, the end is total destruction. And that is the end of this era of all those who follow Satan. Do not follow him. Again, I repeat, in the coming elections, I don't want to tell you how to vote, but I say know what you're voting for. Don't be blind. There's a difference. If you want to vote for homosexuality, for abortion, for murder, and everything else, I'm not telling you not to vote for that, but know what you're voting for. Because we are in serious trouble, very serious trouble. First of all, Obama, I want to tell you, let's just look at the situation. His birth certificate, is he qualified to run for president? He's in. But this is running fresh. It's no longer a Supreme Court decision whether to release his birth certificate or not. This is, in order to run, you must be a born American citizen. That's not quite the words that said. My words aren't quite right. But anyway, you must be a born American citizen. And he, in his book, said he was born in the book he wrote. It mentions he was born in Kenya. If there's any doubt, he needs to give his birth certificate, and I don't mean an internet birth certificate to show forth in there. First of all, if you go into there, that one's pasted on, you can see very clearly where the two parts are. One issued with the certified from the Gospel of Today, or certified that you have an older copy that was certified many years ago. So he's not qualified if he's not a American-born citizen. Then you also have, he's not an amateur in the White House. We are in communism. And don't think lightly we are. What he is doing, he is not failing. He's doing all he wants to do. He's totally dismantling America purposely and turning us into, he's directly is a registered, he became a communist, where you call it socialism. Socialism is the European communism of what we had, is not different. The dragon, one of his heads is deathly wounded and comes back to life, and it comes back to life with greater fury than before. Communism is, and don't think is to help the poor. Basically, it was saved by the bankers. It's a central bank. And they tried to they want to control everyone. And the best place, and the thing of Obamacare, it basically is not a health care thing. It's to get control of all unionized and everything else, get control of every group. Then you have his father was an active over in Kenya. He was an active terrorist over in Kenya. Obama joined the Communist Party, and he was trained in the active, what do you call it? All these words leave, I think. We always call Muslim. He is a full-fledged Muslim, and don't think he isn't, and he knows what he's doing. This is like the Battle of Lepanto. They had the Battle of Lepanto. It was because Muslims were going to take over the whole of Europe. And this is the same thing, is coming in differently. They had the head of our reins of our government. Muslims have taken hold of the reins of our government, and don't think that they don't have. And we say the extremists, their rule is extremist. Their whole desire is to gain the whole world by the sword, no matter what. They are gaining by numbers into all the world, but they have control of the reins of our government. And they have united with Russia also, and their whole desire is a one world government too. Their whole desire, he's accomplished what he wants, to tear down, to destroy America, not to build it up. That's what he plans. Know what you're voting for, and the Communist Party has taken over the Democratic Party. My father ran for Congress many years ago in the Democratic Party, but it has changed. It has changed. They have taken over. It's for abortion. It's for everything. You cannot have charity outside of God. Choose charity outside of God. It is not charity. It's control. And George Sousa is one of the ones backing Obama. He's one of the richest men in the world and one of the most evil.